today we're here with Stefan, who is the founder of Simply Justified Productions, and we're going to find out more about what he does and how he finds it being an entrepreneur. What would you say your definition of an entrepreneur is?
It's difficult. Everyone has their own opinion on it. For me, I don't think it's based on, oh, I'm someone who has a company. I just think an entrepreneur is someone who has a dream and has an idea and tries to follow suit with it.
What did you want to be when you was younger? Did you always see yourself where you are now?
I was terrible. I used to draw quite a lot in school. In primary school, I used to make little cards for people and hand it out in primary school. So when I was in secondary school, I was determined to do something based on that. I ended up going into media by complete accident. I started doing media studies at secondary school because I thought it was going to be easy. To be honest, I thought, I'll just film some stuff, I'll get like a good grade. I decided that for our media course, what we would do is we'd do a trailer for a Kung Fu movie. We have a silly idea, but we thought, okay, it'll be fine, we're going to film some stuff, we're going to do some karate chops, and we're going to have some really cheesy trailer. It wasn't meant to be cheesy, but it came out quite cheesy. And we handed it in expecting to get a good grade. And my media teacher, Miss Hayley, played it in front of the whole class and basically said, if this is an example of your manhood, I'm very worried for you. Completely ruined us. And I was like, no, I'm not having that. So I was like, can I film it again? She was like, yes. And what we then decided to do is we booked some actors to be part of it. We went to a club and booked at our club and actually properly refilmed everything. And in that process, I realized that I really enjoyed getting everything together. I really enjoyed directing and producing. We resubmitted it, I got a good grade and was able to get into a college. And from then on, I was like, this is what I want to do. So it's Miss Hayley Stone, thank you for telling me off. Yeah. In regards to the money aspect and a part of the money aspect and also part of the importance of networking, recently I done something with Ramel London called the Ramel London Show. And Ramel had an idea that she wanted to do something similar to Oprah, so not something that's just based solely on music. And she asked me to come on board as part of producing and directing. And we done 3 episodes of that. It had Rough Copy, it had some magicians, it had quite a few people. And we done it for free, to be honest with you. It didn't cost us anything. There may have been a few bit of money in regards to guest expenses for them to come in, but everyone that was there was doing it for free. And we had around 8 students from AV8 Media. I hope I got that right, apologies if I got that wrong. We also had YouTube studios that we filmed, which was free because of the help of Link Up TV. So if you know the right people and you network right, you can overcome a lot of the things that you think are an issue.
Who would you say that inspires you?
I feel like I inspire myself, but when I say that, I don't mean in the sense of, oh, I'm this, I'm that, but I just think it's a thing where just small stuff like having a dream about something and you're just thinking, oh, that's quite a good idea, but a lot of people would go, okay, well, that's just a dream, and then leave it. Whereas I kind of see that as a kind of like a task. I'm always trying to better myself, so I'm like, I'm my own worst enemy.
Okay, what advice would you say to other entrepreneurs?
I'd say just do it. Just, without sounding like I'm Nick and Nike, just do what you can. Everything that I have done, I've been able to get through work rate, through me speaking to people, just going to events, making sure you're talking. Get stuff like business cards, just introduce yourself. That's all you can do. Thomas, who's part of this, he's been doing that as well. He's just trying to speak to anybody he can. Twitter's a very good thing to use. I got my MTV base job through Twitter. Within 6 months, I had edited videos for Justin Bieber. I'd been at Capital FM balls. I'd met people like JLS, Nicole Scherzinger. Filmed backstage at Wireless Festival twice in a row. And she, just from that one message, we met and I was able to do loads of stuff for Punchbowl work. And then she then moved to MTV in Africa, and they have a big show in MTV Africa called the Big Friday Show, which happened to be coming to the UK. So when it came over, the first person she called was me and said, look, this is what I'm doing, is it something you want to be part of as well? And I was able to film and be part of that. So it all becomes a domino effect from just me saying, oh, let me reply to this tweet. Everyone kind of goes through the stress of it. I think that's part of what makes you an entrepreneur, is being able to balance your dreams and what you want to, your aspirations and what you want to do with your personal life. So with me, for instance, I'm engaged, I've got a daughter, she's 18 months, so she's at the age where there's a lot of maintenance, but I still try my best to find a way to balance the two of them out. It's stressful, it's difficult, but at the same time, you have to find a way to make it work. And that's why, when I was saying earlier, that you have to enjoy what you're doing. You have to, because every time that I'm out networking, every time that I'm out filming or doing something, I'm spending time away from my little one. But it's a thing where what drives me is knowing that if this all goes to plan in a couple of years' time, it will help me with my little one. Do you know? So it's just about trying to work out what your priorities are and making sure you balance it.
Right, so do you ever find yourself wanting to give up? And if you did, what is it that you say to yourself to stop you from having them feelings?
I do kind of believe in leaving something behind, and that's one of the things I like about media. Whether it's, oh look, there's a video that my little one can look back at in a few years' time and go, oh, my dad made that, or if it's just simply a thing where you create a documentary that's really thought-provoking that someone watches and goes, oh, okay, that's made me think. So as long as I know that I've done a thought-provoking video and at least 3 or 5 people can actually say, okay, you know what, that had an effect on me in some way, all of that.